Well, the Winston All-Star Race is history here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, but now it's time for the main event itself. The longest race of the year, the Coca-Cola 600. It is 60 laps of action on this mile-and-a-half racetrack here. And you'll see all 41 cars from the Castrol GTX Cup Series get ready to duke it out to see which one celebrates in victory lane at night's end. So have all that ready for you here today, and here comes the starting line for today's running of the event. We had a great race in the Winston, and we hope to have a good one here in the 600 here. Here's the starting line for today's running of the event. On the pole at 182 miles an hour, it is Cole Deaver. And number 3, GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. He's alongside car number 9, Zachary Fitzwater, in the Spam Melling Ford. Deaver, by the way, was the winner this season at Bristol and again at North Wilkesboro this season. Row 2 will have William Brock in number 4, the Kodak Film Chevrolet. And Levi McIntyre in the XI-Buyers SKF Ford, car number 99. He has one of our in-car cameras in today's event. Third row has the winner this season at Darlington in Texas, Trent Dunham, number 1, the Pennzoil Chevrolet. And beside him, Ryan George, number 15, the Quality Care Services Ford number 15. Fourth row will have Paul Minnick in number 23, Winston Noble Ford Taurus, and he'll be alongside car number 16, Johnny Gardner in the Family Channel Prime Star Ford. He'll be alongside. Row 5 is car 5, Phil Parker in the Kellogg's Cornflakes Chevrolet. And he'll be flanked by car number 87, Joshua Osborne in the Burger King Chevrolet. Next row down, we'll have car number 28, Keith Batson, who has our second in-car camera in today's event. He'll be alongside the winner at Rockingham, Kyle Matthews, in the Coors Light Silver Bullet Chevrolet, Coors Light Silver Bullet Pontiac, car number 42. Matthews also won the Winston All-Star Race at Charlotte earlier here on the same racetrack earlier this season. Next row down is Dylan Young in number 2, the Miller Lite Ford Taurus, and he'll be alongside Mike Becker, winner at Atlanta, in the Hot Wheels Pontiac, car number 44. Next row down has Jonathan Zorlin, number 7, the XI-Buyers Ford, and he'll be alongside car number 88, Cat Batson, in the Ford Quality Care Services Ford Credit Ford Thunderbird. Next row down is Preston Plord, number 18, the Interstate Batteries Pontiac, winner this season at California and at Richmond the last 2 races of the season, going for 3 in a row. Is the hat trick here in the points races here at Charlotte, and he'll be alongside Jessica Shelton, number 94, the McDonald's Ford, who came so close to winning the All-Star race, but had to settle for 8th in that race. Next row down, we'll have car number 75, Jesse Turner, in the Remington Arms Ford, and beside him, Charles Sanford, number 24, the DuPont Chevrolet. Next row down has Seth Cole, who has our third in-car camera in today's event in the RCA Ford, car number 98, and Jason Haywood, number 81, the Square D Ford. Next row down has Nicholas Wade in 26, the Quaker State Ford, and beside him will be Dylan Poteet, number 22, the MB&A Pontiac. Next row down, Joshua Collard, number 43, the STP Pontiac, and beside him will be Quentin Moore, the Daytona 500 champion, and number 21, the Citgo Ford. Next row down, we'll have car number 90, Jay Jefferson, in the Hollig Myers Ford, and beside him will be Becca Tellier in the Valvoline Ford, car number 6. Next row down, we'll have Peter Onjack in number 41, the Kodiak Chevrolet. And here's a look at a special paint scheme we have here. Ryan Brummer running the first of the DW throwbacks that he ran in 1997. The Western Auto Parts America Chevrolet. This is a throwback to the 1970s Die Guard colors, by the way, is what he's running at this event at Charlotte. Next row down is Rob Evans in number 12, the Mobile One Ford, and beside him, Austin Colano in 37. Next row down has Ben Crouch in 25 and Vince Almerigo in number 10, going back to the Thunderbird after running the Taurus and the All-Stars. Zach Winkle in 97, the winner this season at Talladega, has the inside of the next row down, and beside him, Daniel Bouchard in number 30. Next row down after that will be Diego Yepes in 77 and Carter Friesen in 71. And here comes Command the Fire the Engines here at Charlotte.
Driver, start those engines!
Next row down will be Sean Arden, number 13, and Tony Green, number 33, and then finally the last row. Finally the starting shotgun, excuse me, will be Ashlyn Boyd in car number 11. So the field came off turn number 2, getting ready for green flag racing here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Cole Deaver, who has won twice already this season, is looking to keep himself right in the thick of the points chase. In fact, I think he is the points leader coming into Charlotte, believe it or not, after a solid first 11 races of the season. Looking to see what happens here on the 12th stop of the Castrol GTX Cup Series as the field about to come off turn number 4. Pace car makes a hard left turn on pit road. What? And the green flag is out, and we are underway at Charlotte. Sorry for that, got interrupted again while doing a race. So Cole Deaver leads the first lap of the race. Here comes Trent Dunham to the inside, looking for the number 1 position, and he's got it as they come off turn number 4. Dunham leads the second lap. Paul Minnick trying for second place, third right now, and trying for third is Phil Parker, and he's got it, number 5, as they come off turn number 2. In the third turn now, Keith Batson looking for the lead right now as he gets by Phil Parker as Dylan Young tries to shove Batson up to the lead, in which he does so. Now Young looks inside for the lead on Batson as they go into turn number 1. Batson in the Thunderbird, Young in the Taurus as they come off turn number 2. Now Zorlin is in the third position now, or second position, trying for second as he moves inside. Now here comes Preston Plord in 18. Plord looking for his third victory in a row. He won the last 2 at California and again at Richmond. Darn pace car. And Zorlin... And we missed it, and we missed them going 3 wide. In fact, they are 3 wide right now. Zorlin in the middle between Young and Plord as they go into the third turn now. This is not going to end well right here, I don't think. And for the lead comes Jesse Turner as he moves inside. He missed leading that lap by just a few hundredths of a second. And he just has lead for the moment. But here comes Seth Cole, winner this season at Martinsville, to the inside of Turner. Turner holds lead for the moment, but now Seth falls back in line. And here comes 26, Nicholas Way, to the inside. He looks for third place. Nicholas, one of the impressive rookies this season. My card finder wants to be an absolute doofus. I don't know. Anyway, Nicholas Wade looks for second place, and he's got it. Here comes Collard to the inside of Seth Cole as they move Alan Prom's off turn number 4. And a big mess coming off the 4th turn and got a big crash. Somebody's flipping, actually, I think. Oh my gosh, Daniel Bouchard's in it. Carter Friesen's in it. 25 of Ben Crouch is in the crash. Phil Parker's in the crash. And Jesse Turner has lead, and everybody's coming in for pit stops. And let's take a look as to how pit stops all come out here as we'll see who's got the first stall on pit road. I think it's Cole Beaver's got the first stall. And a lot of people taking gas, and that's a smart move because I don't think any of these cars are going to make it on fuel. As we've seen in past 600s, nobody's been able to make it on fuel. And I think coming out of pit road first, I think, was the 26. And in fact, it is the 26 car. Nicholas Wade will have the lead coming off pit road. And here, but without further ado, let's take a look at what happened come off turn number 4 to bring us under yellow for the first time. Well, I said with Jonathan Zorlin being stuck in the middle, that was not good news as they come off turn number 4. He and Jay Jefferson and Seth Cole squeeze each other into the wall. Several cars going to the inside, successfully missing the crash. Zorlin comes back, hits both Dylan Young and Keith Batson. I don't see which car it was that was sent flipping. I don't know which one it was. It was the 71 of Friesen that flipped. There he is, right there. Oh, and right on top of Ben Crouch's car. Oh my goodness sakes. Car just upside down, pirouetting all over the place. Bad crash here at Charlotte on the 9th lap of the race. On board Seth Cole's car and see what happened to him from his point of view. And we have just gotten, and we have already restarted here at Charlotte as we are on lap number 13 when this race restarted here at Charlotte. Nicholas Wade's the leader of the race. Second position is Joshua Collard now. Then we have Quentin Moore, Becca Tellier, Mike Becker, Dylan Potey, the top 6 as they come out turn number 4. And Collard, who's had a dismal season so far, leads the lap here. Moving inside goes Paul Minnick as he moves Charles Sanford up the track now, coming through turns 1 and 2. Several cars who are damaged up there were right in the way. And Peter Onchak actually just moves out of the way and just lets a few of the cars go by. Actually, I saw him holding up Preston Blord, Joshua Osborne, the 99 of Levi McIntyre, and several others. And pole sitter Cole Deaver coming off pit road. Something apparently is amiss on the GM Goodwrench Chevy. Rob Evans, he's in 38th position. There you see Seth Cole right there up ahead in 20th. Several cars were, just damaged up in that crash here. Ryan Brommer's in this mix. Jay Jefferson, who's somehow still in the lead, the damaged up back end, but I don't think that's going to be for long, as he's holding up guys like Jonathan Zorlin, Keith Batson, and several others. And Johnny Gardner, well, the 16 car, you see the story of that machine right there. And notice CR is not a sponsor on that 16 machine. It's just the radiator manufacturer on all the cars here today. Vince Almerigo, he's damaged up. You saw Sean Ard. There's Phil Parker in a 5 car. Fitzwater, Dylan Young, Tony Green in a 33 car. And we're back to pack racing here at Charlotte. And as Quentin Moore barely led the lap by just inches over Paul Minnick, and now Jason Haywood's up in the mix, as well as Ryan George. Poteet's in it. Dunham, Shelton, and several others. Jason Haywood for KAB Enterprises out in front in the 81 car. And look at all those cars that got knocked out of the race here. Actually, amazingly, 3 cars only knocked out, and that was Ben Crouch, Carter Friesen, and the 30 car of Daniel Bouchard, all knocked out of the race there. And about 4 cars not even on the lead lap. That's Cole Deaver, Rob Evans, Sean Ard, and Peter Onjack. But now we're going to start the lap car 600 here at Charlotte. It seems like we always go through this at Charlotte. Dunham has the lead. Here comes Shelton inside as she looks to lead her first lap of the race. And she's got the help from her buddy Kyle Matthews in the 42 car as Dunham tries to shut the door on Shelton, and he does so. But now they're going to get held up by Tony Green. That's going to be close right there. Oh gosh, this is not going to end well. Dunham led the lap, Tony Green, don't. Oh my gosh. Everybody be careful. And he's holding up Paul Minnick and Dylan Poteet. Minnick finally says, screw it, I'm going to go inside, and now they're going to be 3 wide. He and Tony Green and the 44 Mike Becker. Off the 4th turn they come, and it's going to be, well, everybody made it through safe and sound, but they're not out of the woods yet on the lap cars, though. Because now they've caught up to Fitzwater, Cat Batson, and that's holding up Matthews and McIntyre. Now Almerigo and Phil Parker is in the way of this bunch. They get by Almerigo, but now they're right about stuck behind Phil Parker in the 5. And now here they come to the inside. Here Dunham moves inside. Shelton, Plord, Osborne. And now they're going to get bunched up behind him. Preston Plord's going to take the lead now on the verge of Peter Onjack, now holding up the former leader now, Trent Dunham, as he's held up Dunham, Shelton, I think Tellier in the 6, and Sanford in 24 as they come off turn number 4 now. So now it's Plord to the lead. Osborne's now 2nd. 3rd is Turner. 4th is Collard. And they're still 3 wide. Well, they were 3 wide, I should say, now as they come off turn number 2. So things have calmed down for the moment, and now Gardner and Sean Art's going to be the next two that the lead lap cars are gonna catch up to. And here comes Paul Minnick in 23. He looks inside of Collard for the lead, and he's got it. Poteet now to second position. Ryan George, and comes the 21 of Quentin Moore. In the meantime, Poteet looks inside. He's got the lead. He's going to move down, dive inside of Minnick, and I think it's going to be Poteet to the lead. Yes, it will be Poteet to the lead, and he's got it. And now the lap cars are going to pick on the outside lane as Minnick and others get held up. In the meantime, Ryan George is going to take the lead. Here comes, and right behind him comes Moore, Shelton, and Becker. Dunham running in 6th position, Sanford in 7th, Matthews 8th, Beccatellier in 9th, and Haywood running in 10th position now, with Nicholas Wade and Levi McIntyre behind on board McIntyre's car. McIntyre, who would finish, I think, 2nd in the Winston All-Star race at Charlotte here on the same track. Got a pretty good setup underneath him, underneath the Excite Batteries SKF Ford. As he runs right now in 12th position at the moment, as he runs right behind the Quaker State car of Nicholas Wade as they come off turn number 2. Fast, and in fact, McIntyre does hold the fastest lap of the race so far at 188.2 miles per hour. Shelton led the last time by. Mike Becker now has the lead. And now it's gonna be some straight up racing for the moment. We see lap cars up ahead, 3 of them to be exact. As Mike Becker holds lead, in fact, Pontiac has the first 2 spots at the moment, and it's Fitzwater, Tony Green, and Dylan Young are going to be the ones that are going to try to see who they're going to hold up. Woohoo! Power move there by Kyle Matthews in 42. And Matthews finally says, "I'm out of here," and he looks inside. He's going to go inside Tony Green. He's going to go inside of Young. I think he's going to get by him. Yes, he will. So the outside lane gets held up again, and now it's going to be Matthews to the lead. 2nd is now Tellier. 3rd is Haywood. Then it's Nicholas Wade, McIntyre, and Quentin Moore, the top 6. Poteet now in 7th. Osborne in 8th. 9th is Ryan George, and 10th right now is Paul Minnick. Something tells me this is going to end up being where a lap car screws somebody out of a victory. I kind of have a gut feeling about this. But this is fun racing nonetheless. Now Cat Batson's going to be the one that's going to... they're going to split her up the middle. And Jason Haywood's going to take the lead with McIntyre now 2nd. And, Batson almost comes right into Joshua Collard as he and Jesse Turner hook up, and Minnick moves inside and says, "I'm out of here," and there's their 2nd pack right there that was running in the lead pack, and now they're getting held up by lap traffic all over the place here, and Mayor Becker's getting held up, Sanford's getting held up, Dunham's getting held up, so is Plord, Shelton, and the 4 of William Brock. Brock is in 18th position, and in fact, and Cole Deaver's not even on the lead lap in 28th. And how much did that cost this bunch right there? We're going to find out when it comes back to the start-finish line this time by. There is 12th place. That's Paul Minnick. He's going to start-finish line right now. He is 2.64 seconds behind the leader. And where's that going to end up with Becker? Becker is now almost 10 seconds behind 12th. So that's what lap traffic can do to you. And they're going to held up again by the 88 car of Kat Batson. Where did Shelton go? No, she fell back way back here. She's 17th now, and she is even further back in the leaders. But yeah, that's what you see here, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, you see lap traffic often gets in the way of everybody. Ryan George now has the lead with Nicholas Wade second, and now here comes Joshua Collard for second place on the 26 car. And now they've held up behind the 7 of Jonathan Zorlin and the 97 of Zach Winkle. And now they're going to get held up for a while. As now I think it's going to allow, hopefully for the second pack of cars, to allow them to hook right back up. Thirty-8 laps in the books, and 22 laps are still left to go. So plenty of racing left at Charlotte. And we're not done yet by a long shot. Ryan George, who won this race last season, is out in front with Joshua Collard, who's had a dismal season so far. Would love to get a top 5 finish, or possibly a win for the morale of the team. But now they're here to go. They're going to get hooked up again. And Poteet and Ryan George are going to be side by side for the lead. Oh my gosh, this is not going to end well. They're getting held up by Fitzwater, Fitzwater, and Dylan Young. And Poteet's going to escape with the lead, and he's going to get the shove from McIntyre. And what a power shove that was! And McIntyre says, "Let's go!" And Osborne's going to join him. He's at the 3rd, and here comes Quentin Moore for 4th. 5th is now Minnick. Then it's Haywood in 6th, then Turner 7th, and then Zorlin. Well, Zorlin's not on the lead lap. George has now dropped to 8th with Matthews in 9th. And meantime, 3 wide between the 81, 23, and 99 cars. On board Levi McIntyre's cars, Joshua Osborne takes the lead now in the 87. Quentin Moore to 2nd. Now here comes Haywood for 3rd. McIntyre, whom you're riding with right now, runs in 4th. It's 18 laps to go here at Charlotte. And now they're pulling up behind the 88 car of Kat Batson. And, Haywood, I thought was going to get stuck behind the 88 car, but now they're going to have more lap traffic. Johnny Gardner in the 16, and I think, who's that? Sean Arden in the 13 car. And that train of 3 is going to get by no problem. Train of 4, I should say, now, as Minnick is the caboose of this train. And now Ryan George and Kyle Matthews trying to get around Kat Batson, and they finally successfully do so. And now the entire field, which was in a big pack about a few laps ago, is now strewn all over the place. And there's 13th, 14th, 15th, and 16th. Sanford is currently holding 13th right on the 24 car. He comes in this race, I think, 4th place in the points coming in. Becker is up there, and so is Plord. So much for Plord's shot at 3 in a row. And then William Brock, who was involved in the first big one, is now 16th position right now in the 4 car. Austin Colano having a solid run so far in the 37 car, running in 8 and running in 17th at the, I think. As he moves inside of Rob Evans, and yet that's 17th for Colano. Jefferson damaged up the car and all running 18th. Brommer's in 19th. 20th is now Ashlyn Boyd. And I think we're under caution for the second time. And it's the 26 of Nicholas Wade. He's crashed. Ooh, this changes everything now. And poor Nicholas Wade was having an excellent run. He was running in 11th position when he crashed. Like I said, the 26 car's been fast all season long, but they have not had the finishes to show for it. And I don't know what caused this to happen. I think it might have been in this bunch of cars when they caught Vince Almerigo on the 10. Yeah, Jason Haywood gets turned by Jesse Turner is what happened. Haywood gets spun in a wall. Haywood was running in 5th position in the 81. Let's see what happened to him. He's going to go down the track. Matthews misses him, and here comes Ard. Him and Gardner and George, they miss it. And who's going to hit the 81? I think it's going to be the 26 car that's going to hit him, I think. There you go. Yeah, Collard's going to hit him. Oh, my gosh. Poor Joshua Collard. Another shot at a good finish. Gets shot to crap, and now here comes Beccatelli with a hard hit in the 6 car. Oh my goodness! So 2 of the KAB cars damaged up, and so they're gonna have to. So those 4 cars, they'll have to load up on the trailer and prepare for Dover. Oh my gosh! So Haywood, Nicholas Wade in the 26 car, Beccatelli, and Joshua Collard, all victims of all victims of a horrific crash here. And there is Collard's car. And that's been pretty much the story of his season right there. Collard comes in this race a dismal 38th in the standings coming in. And that is not like Joshua Collard at all. So Collard's sitting on pit road there, and we were being told Jessica Shelton's now dropped out of the race with a valve problem. So a valve problem has nailed the 94 team. So Shelton's slump, unfortunately for her, continues. And she was one that needed a little bit of points pick me up as well. She came in this race, I think, 18th in the standings. So that's going to drop Shelton even further down in the points after this one at Charlotte. But the good news for her, she is as they're going to the tracks that she usually shines on, that's the road courses, which will be after Dover, which is next on the tour. It's after Dover they go to Riverside, and after Riverside they go to Pocono for the 5 Energy 400. Then they go to Michigan. Then they go after Michigan they go to Sonoma for the Fram Model Light 350K. Then on to the 400 at Daytona, which is halfway through the season. And then after the 400, it's on to Pocono again. Then to Indy for the Brickyard 400. And after Indy will be the last road race on the tour at Watkins Glen. So a fun few races coming up here in this series, and right now we got the last 10 laps of this race to finish up. And right now it is Paul Minnick, the leader, Levi McIntyre in second position, Dylan Poteet third, fourth is Jesse Turner, fifth right now is Joshua Osborne, So the top 5 has not won a race yet this season. Quentin Moore's in 6th position, the Daytona 500 champion. Kyle Matthews in 7th. He's won a race this season. 8th right now is Ryan George. He's not yet won this season. 9th position right now belonging to Mike Becker and Charles Sanford, running in 10th position. As the green flag is about to fly, several lap cars are going to be right in the way. So this is going to be fun to see how they manhandle this bunch. Top 4 pull away. Osborne with the help of Kyle Matthews and Ryan George are going to fly by the 5 car, I think. Yep, they clear him with ease, and now here comes Quentin Moore trying to get around Phil Parker in the 5. And he does so as well, so the top, was it 7 or 8, can now battle it out for the win, as now Matthews is closing in on the front 4 cars. Manic has the lead now with 9 laps to go. Paul Minick has not won since the second Talladega race this last season. And we're under yellow again here at Charlotte for the 3rd time, and I think now it's... And I don't know what that was all about. Well, traditionally, the last 10 laps of the 600 is usually yellow field, so... And I don't know if it was the 77 of Diego Yepes or the one of Trent Dunham that got crashed. And it was both the 77 and the 1 cars that got damaged up in this whole deal. The 77 went right into the 90 of Jay Jefferson and took him right in a wall. Well, TV2 cam's usually the best cam in this case. Here they come off turn number 4. Dunham moves Yepes up the track and then right into the 90 car. And you can't squeeze them like that and expect to make it. And for Dunham, Yepes, and Jefferson, they all 3 paid the price for that. And how did Seth Cole miss that crash in the 98? I do not know. And there's Yepes spinning right across the Deer on Paint sign. But Yepes in a frightening slide across the infield grass. And their chances for a good day in the 600 pretty much goes out the window. Seth Cole's view. It's the 2nd time I think he's missed a crash. And you know Seth Cole's heart had to be up to his throat when he saw the car crash right in front of him. Well, the attrition list takes another big hit in this case right there. You see right there. 9 cars out of the race here in the 600. There's going to be a lot of damaged up sheet metal in the garage area after this whole thing is over. Question still remains, who wins this race? We'll find out. Will it be Minnick? Will it be McIntyre, Turner, Poteet, Matthews? Any of those front 7 cars can win this race because they are all up ahead of the lap car. Well, front 8, I should say. 4 laps to decide it all. Paul Minnick has the lead in 23. He won last season at Talladega. That was his last win. Levi McIntyre, a 5-time winner last season. He's not yet won. He was inside for the lead. Here comes 22, Dylan Poteet. He's not won a race in a long time. 3 to go. Poteet sticks enough to that Pontiac to the inside. You got Pontiac second and third behind the Ford. And here comes Ryan George here driving for Kev Shear Racing Tech. He moves at the fourth position now. Here comes Matthews for second. He's coming up on McIntyre now. 2 laps to go. Matthews to the inside. He won the All-Star race. He looks to sweep the Charlotte weekend. Ryan George looks inside. He looks for the second. He's in the second position now. White flag this time by. And here comes Osborne. He's going to try for second place himself in 87. Quentin Moore's up there. Off turn number 4 they come. White flag. And here comes Ryan George. He's going to take the lead in the 15 car. Osborne to second. Here comes Osborne for the lead. Off the second turn, Osborne looks low on the track here. Does George throw the block? No, he does not. Osborne side by side with Ryan George. Off the fourth turn they come. And it'll be win number 1 for the season for the defending series champion. As Joshua Osborne takes home the Coca-Cola 600. What a crazy finish that was, and the defending series champion finally gets his ducks back in a row. After a dismal start to the season, it's all finally come full circle for this man. Joshua Osborne wins the Coca-Cola 600 at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Second place will go to Ryan George. Third place to Paul Minnick, Kyle Matthews fourth, and Dylan Poteet fifth. Sixth place will go to Quentin Moore. Seventh to Levi McIntyre. Eighth to Jesse Turner. Charles Sanford comes home ninth, and Mike Becker will finish in 10th place. What a finish that was. Average speed 140.401. 3 caution flags slowed the event down, and a lot of lap cars kind of manipulated things as well, but a crazy finish. That was in the Burger King Chevrolet car number 87 for Nemco Motorsports goes to victory lane here today, and that should move Joshua Osborne big time up in the points. He was 20, I think he was like 27th or 28th coming into this race points wise, so he needed this big time. So 12 races are in the books here, and a wild Coca-Cola 600. I expect it's going to be another wild one. The next race at Dover, I will say that for sure. But Joshua Osborne pulls it off here today. Ryan George holding off as he passes Ryan George on the final lap to win that race. That's heartbreaker for Ryan George and Kev Shear Racing Tech. So close, but yet so far in this one. In fact, he barely held off Paul Minnick for second place in that race in there. So. And how bad was that? And how bad was it? Only 20 cars finished on the lead lap. The rest of your lead lap finishers were Preston Board another solid day in 11th position. William Brock 12th, Austin Colano 13th, Ashland Boyd 14th. Ryan Brommer survives the mayhem, finishes 15th. Keith Batson 16th, a good day for him compared to what he's been having. Trent Dunham recovers from that, and Diego Yepes recovered from that crash, finishes 17th and 18th respectively. Dunham 17th and Yepes 18th. Seth Cole, who missed a lot of the carnage, comes home 19th. And Jay Jefferson, with the back end all crunched up, ends up finishing 20th, the last car on the lead lap. Charlotte, night racing at Charlotte, pretty tough to beat. That's all I can say there. Cole Deaver, the first car lap down, finishes 21st after starting from the pole. Then Zach Winkle, Rob Evans, Johnny Gardner, Sean Ard, Peter Onjack, Kat Batson, Phil Parker, Vince Almarigo, Zachary Fitzwater, Dylan Young, and Tony Green were the last finishers of the race. Tony Green finishing in 32nd position in racing the cars out of the race because of crashes. Well, mainly crashes, I should say. Jason Haywood, Joshua Collard, another bad day for the 43 team. Nicholas Wade, who had a great day going on, has a piston problem, but all intents and purposes, an engine failure. Ends up finishes in 35th. And then Becca Tellier 36, Jonathan Sorlin 37, both because of crashes. Jessica Shelton, a valve problem, another engine failure for the 94 team, as Jess ends up 38th in the race. Then Ben Crouch 39th, Carter Friesen 40th, and Daniel Bouchard 41st, all because of crashes. And that wild ride Friesen took in the infield almost looked like I forget who was in the truck race at Charlotte that flipped about in the same manner, but I don't know. I want to say it was Ben Rhodes who flipped in the truck race at Charlotte about the same manner, but Charlotte, Texas, it was 1 mile and a half, so I think somebody can correct me on that one. But anyway, so the Coca-Cola 600 had it all. It had great racing. It had lap traffic manipulating things. Had wild crashes, and to top it all off, a final lap pass for the win to boot. And it goes to the man from Van Lear, Kentucky, Joshua Osborne. The defending series champion finally scores his first victory of the season at the wheel of the Nemco Motorsports Chevrolet. Dover Downs International Speedway will be the next stop on the tour for the FedEx Autism Speaks 400. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the Insurance Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got Insurance Gaming videos. We got other person in the Insurance Seth Combs for this channel. And please be sure to check out Seth's Last of Us Light series, the Coors Light Truck series, the Pizza Hut X series, and the Hershey's Cup series. Please be sure to check those races out. And please be sure to check out Michael Norman's Budweiser All Pro series, which is also featured on this channel here, as well as another NNSCRA as well as another NNSCRA series that's been hot and heavy for the last several seasons, and that's Levi McIntyre's Marvel Studios Cup NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup series. And please be sure to check out his, and please be sure to check out and subscribe to his channel, Thrash Maniac 99, to get to be in that series as well. So. And so under some of the best offline racing is all under the NNSCRA umbrella here, and you will not regret checking those races out. So with all that said here, that's all that said. That's the story from Charlotte. Congratulations again to Joshua Osborne, winner of the Coca-Cola 600. And we'll see you at Dover Downs International Speedway. And for now, this is James Clausen, the production of the NNSCRA. Offline racing at its best.